Hey, it's your Wisconsin wine guy. I'm back with another wine review, and this is going to be kind of a special wine review. I just finished filming, or I should say recording, and posting up a virtual wine and winery tour. And I did those, brief explanation for those who are new. I have a playlist of those, but I did those during 2020. We all know what happened in 2020, right? We couldn't go anywhere. So I had this idea of, some videos that I shot myself, some were shot by others, that I took people on a tour around the world and we discovered wine regions. And so I'm trying to finish out that list because we're long past COVID. So I'm trying to finish out that list, so that playlist can be complete of all the different wine tours, and then for myself to shoot some more personally and give you a tour. So today, or I should say the video that I did was, we toured the wine region of Alsace. Alsace, French, right? The French side, or France side, which borders Germany, and so it was a very, very interesting tour. Those who are familiar with wines of Alsace, has that Germanic or German influence, but the predominant grapes are going to be Gewurztraminer, Riesling, Pinot Gris, Pinot Blanc, the famous Cremant d'Alsace, the sparkling wines, or rosé. There's some red, Pinot Noir, be done there, but that area is mainly known for its white wines, or white grapes turned into white wine. And some other brands you may be familiar with. But it was interesting watching that video. I'm going to attach that video to this wine review video so that you can watch the video if you can find this wine or find any wine from Alsace. Some of the brands that were mentioned in the video would be the Hugel, the Trimbach, and the Spar, S-P-A-R-R. Will be two brands that mainly the Trimbach and the Hugel you should be able to find in your stores, and you'll be able to find that in the Riesling, the Gewurztraminer, maybe some Pinot Blanc as well. So you'll be able to find those brands with those grapes. But pick out those if you can find this one here, the one we're going to talk about, and watch the video while sipping on a wine from Alsace. Okay? Now, today's video, for those who are new, these are wines that I like to call everyday wines that you can purchase when you shop for wine, liquor store, grocery store, wine shop. I pick up a few bottles of wine and give them a review and give you my opinion utilizing my thumb rating system. Thumbs up says I recommend that wine. 3/4, you know what? I would share this with my friends. In fact, I keep a few of these bottles here with me so that I can have on my own and share it with my friends. Maybe even take to a party. Halfway, something about that wine was a little bit off for me, and I'm going to tell you what that was. It does not make it a bad wine. It just didn't work for my palate. Remember, let your palate be the guide. Thumbs down, always an easy one. And every now and then, there's the double thumbs up, right? If you see a double thumbs up, definitely give that wine a try, and I'll be very, very curious as to what your opinion would be for me rating that wine a double thumbs up. All right? So here we go. The wine that I had in the video, when I was doing the video of the tour of Alsace wine region, is going to be Domaine Michel Fonnes 2020 Grains de Génie. All right, this is going to be a blend. It's great. It's going to be a blend of Pinot Blanc, Pinot Gris, Riesling, and Gewurztraminer. There's a old school of blend they used to do in the Alsace region called the Gentil. It was a blend of all of the primary grapes. They also do Muscat there in Sylvania there, but they used to do a blend called Gentil of all the primary grapes. This wouldn't carry that name, but it is a blend of some of the primary grapes. I say it again: the Pinot Blanc, Pinot Gris, Riesling, and Gewurztraminer in this particular blend here. Screw cap, and this is one of those wines that you may be able to find. If you find this brand, you may find it in the Gewurztraminer, or you may find it in the Riesling and maybe the Pinot Blanc. Now, typically, the wines from Alsace, it'll have the grape name on the bottle. This is a blend, so there's a lot of grapes, but it's on the back of the bottle of different grapes. But it would be from the region of Alsace, the area where it's grown, and then it will say the name of the grape on the bottle that produced this wine. Unlike some of the opposite parts of France, where If it's Bordeaux, it won't have the grapes. If it's the Rhone or Loire Valley, it won't have the grapes, you know. So it's completely different. But I think that's probably that German influence. It's even also in that German-style elongated bottle here as well. So let's get a look at this wine. Oh yeah, I was looking at the map here. I want to show you this. While I was watching the video, they did like a little wine trail there, and I was looking at the map, and I'm like, wow. I didn't realize there were that many different parts of Alsace and the different areas where you can get some wine, right? So I'm going to have to do some more exploring and shopping in my local wine areas, wine shops, to try to find some of these other wines from Alsace. So here we go, 2020. Now, nice golden hues for this wine here. No barrel aging here. It's just ripe and fruity, you know, fresh tasting. Nice golden yellowish hues here on the nose. Ah, man. Now, remember those grapes I said? Gewurztraminer, Riesling, Pinot Gris, Pinot Blanc. We get lots and lots of, it's like a fruit bowl going on here. Ooh, wow. It's like, it comes and goes. You get a little bit of honey, a little bit of spice. You get some peach. You get some apple. You know, you get citrus. There's a lot going on here in this bottle. And it even has a nose of a like little richness to it. Wow. When I say peach, I say white peach. Ooh, there were some pear just there. It just keeps evolving, but it's just nice fruit bowl of stone fruits here. And then, as I said, I like that subtle hint of honey. Honey spice. That may be the Gewurztraminer, huh? Who knows? Wow. It's funny, this combination of all these different grapes and these aromas, you know, puts me in the mind of a Muscat. You know, not the sweet Moscato, but, you know, just the Muscat, the grape itself. You know, how the nose is just so complex, so many different things happening on the nose. But that Gewurztraminer is really doing, wow. And as you sniff, then all of a sudden the Riesling takes over. There's just so much happening here. I'm so excited. Can you tell? Now, two-step process. Remember that? No acidity, no play. White, red, doesn't matter to me. No acidity, no play. Second sip is when we taste the wine, and I'll give you my opinion. Here we go. Oh, wow. Nice acidity. Make my mouth water even because I rinsed it throughout my entire mouth, inside between the gums and the lips, to pick up a little bit of the tannins too. Very, very subtle. Oh, wow. Now, 12.5% alcohol. I found this at $11.50. You know, so I would say maybe in some areas you can find this brand. You may get up to like $13 or $14, but I got it at $11.50. Okay. Now back to this wine. There was a lot going on there. They had the acidity, but there's a lot going on there with the flavor. Okay. Now I'm going to taste it for the flavor. So the acidity is nice. Okay. The balance is nice. Blends well. Nice. Okay. Ooh. It has like a nice richness to it. You know, like it may have rested on the leaves. I couldn't find the steps in which they used to make this wine. There's a nice richness to it. Puts me in mind of a Cremant, the Alsace, you know, the sparkling wine, which is like rich, but it has that kind of richness to it. But then the finish has more like a lemon peel type finish to it, but very subtle. But then all throughout, it's like, again, that honey, that apricot, some apple, you know, and I want to say, not coconut, but just that richness, almost like a buttery or a coconut richness to it. You know, just fills your palate. Wow, that's really nice for me. I like it. You know, fresh out of the refrigerator, nice chill to it. As it warms up on my palate, it becomes more and more flavorful. almost tropical. You get apple, you get pear. I mean, there's so much happening here when you just sip on this wine. Now, I think it does have a slight dry finish, but because of the fruit, and mainly because of the Gewurztraminer and the Riesling, it makes it almost like it's very ripe tasting. You know, it gives you like a kiss, literally a kiss of ripe fruitiness to it. I don't want to say sweetness. I don't want you confused. It's not sweet, but it gives you a nice ripe kiss of fruitiness to it. You know, like you're freshly biting into the fruit itself. So, the Wisconsin Wine Guy is going to give the 2020 Michel Fonnes Alsace wine. One more sip. Love the acidity. This gets a double thumbs up for me. There's a lot going on here in this wine when it comes to fruit. It does have a dry finish to it, but it's not stringently, stranglingly dry. That fruit goes all the way through. The finish, a nice, medium finish, but that richness. I like the way it just coats my palate. Has a nice fullness to it. When you're tasting this wine, in addition to all the elements of its fruit, I think it's nicely balanced on my palate. I like the acidity. I like the overall taste and feel of this wine. Again, double thumbs up. If you can find it, give it a try. I need to see if there's a current vintage of this. I got lucky on this vine. Wanted to try something I never tried before as far as brand goes. But this was really nice. I'm trying to see if I can find the single varietals. So, Domaine Michel Fonnes, 6th generation, and also his daughters are now involved as well. Double thumbs up. Give it a try. See what you think. I'm going to finish this. And I'll get this attached to the tour of Alsace and the Alsace video attached to this. And we'll see you next time when we review some wines and try to bring you something different, unique. Let your palate be the guide as always. Ciao!